What's up, guys? We are back taking a look at some more NBA player props in today's video. This video applies to sports books and also player prop sites including PrizePicks, but I'm taking a look at these over on Chalkboard today. If you guys want to join Chalkboard, it is amazing in my opinion when it comes to these DFS player prop sites because they have alternate lines. You can bump certain players' lines down, like Kawhi Leonard here at 24.5. You can bump down to 23.5, or Curry you can bump down a little bit, or even bump him all the way up to like 37.5 points and get a really nice payout if he does end up going over. If you guys want to join Chalkboard, you can do so with the link down in my description below, and promo code DOMG can get you a first on deposit match up to $100. Let's dive in though and hop in these player props today and hopefully get some wins under our belt. Real quick though, let me do some promos before we hop into the video. If you guys want to join the Dub Club, you guys can do so with the link down in my description below. And if you don't know what Dub Club is, it is a messaging service that sends all of my player prop entries that I make to you a couple different ways and for a ton of different player prop sports. My plays come from 5 main player prop sites, but they also can apply to sports books. But it comes from PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay Play, Sleeper, and Chalkboard. So 5 different player prop sites for a bunch of different sports as you guys can see right here. My PrizePicks lifetime net winnings are over $5,000. That's how you can know that I'm not a consistent loser and anything like that. So if you guys want to join the Dub Club, there's 2 different special offers down my description below. I'm bringing this offer back. It's going to be 2 months for the price of 1. You're only paying for 1 month, yet you're getting 2 months of my all access. You're getting essentially a free month with the purchase of 1. But if you're looking for a cheaper option, or maybe you don't really care about the NFL or the NHL or whatever else I'm rocking with, you only care about basketball player props, you guys can get $5 off your first month of just the basketball tier. So 2 different special offers down in my description below. But with that being said, let's hop in and get to today's video and get to these player props and hopefully, like I said, get some wins. Just make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Join the free Discord. Link is down in my description below. Give me a follow on Twitter at DOMG Props. And I think that's pretty much just going to do it. Just subscribe to the channel, have those post notifications turned on so you guys do not miss future uploads. And let's hop in. First player prop I'm going to take a look at here is going to be the NBA category and in the points category. We are going to actually just search this up here. That's because I'm a big fan of Darius Garland today and is over 20.5 points here. Very good price when it comes to these DFS player prop sites or sports books. He's a 1.84x right now over 20.5. I think he's in a great spot here against Detroit. So we're going to take a look at Darius Garland in my explanation here and my research for him here with this props.cash tool. I've been using this tool for about 2 years now. If you guys like the tool from what you see in today's video and want to purchase the tool, it's on the cheaper side when it comes to other player prop tools. It's $14.99 a month if you use promo code DOMG. So link for that is down my description below. You guys can get 25% off of your first month if you use that promo code DOMG. But getting back to the research here, Darius Garland, you can see he hasn't been super great this year. He's only over this in 5 out of 14 games so far this year, and he's only over this in 4 of his last 10 games. He hasn't been very good. However, you need to take more of a look into this prop here, because if you take a look at his minutes here, he's at games where he's just had 27 minutes or 13 minutes here. This game does have some blowout potential. However, if this game is not a blowout, I mean, he could be seeing, an upside of like 37 plus minutes here. But I'm going to filter this up here until about 32 plus minutes. You should be able to see 32 plus minutes even in a blowout. So kind of factor out some of those other types of games that just, where he was injured or had foul trouble, kind of things like that. You can see that he's over this in 36% of games so far this year and 51% of games between this season and last season. But you need to take more of a look into this here. First off, I want to take a look at his field goal attempts here. So his field goal attempts have been trending up as of late. You can see what he was doing earlier in the year. He had like 11, 12, 14 field goal attempts. But now as of late, he's seen 15 or more field goal attempts in these last few games when seeing 32 plus minutes. But he's been very, very good. But really the main thing I'm targeting here is going to be the matchup here against Detroit. Because Detroit, we all know, has not been very good. They did not win a single game in the month of November. And I don't see that changing this time around. But look at opposing point guards and how good they've been against Detroit. Jalen Brunson, just on the 30th, dropped 42 on them. D'Angelo Russell had 35 on this team. Tyus Jones went over his 10.5 line with 12 points. Jordan Poole, not a pool party that day for whatever reason, but Halliburton had 26 that game. Reggie Jackson had 21. If Reggie Jackson can get 21 here with a 14.5 point line, I don't see why Darius Garland can't get 21 here with a 20.5 point line. So I think Garland's in a great spot here with this matchup. You take a look at opposing point guards and how they kind of match up against Detroit. Detroit is allowing the 2nd most points per game, and they're pretty close to being number 1 right there to opposing points per game to opposing point guards there. So they're in 2nd by a long shot, by the way. I mean, they've just been allowing a crap ton of points to point guards. I think Darius Garland can get this one done. If you like taking a look at the past matchups and what he's done against Detroit, he's already seen them this year, by the way. He had 28 points against them earlier this year in only 33.7 minutes there. So he's already been successful against Detroit so far this year. He was pretty successful against them last year with 19, 21, and 28 points against them. With, that one time he missed was back November November 2nd of 2022. So that was over a year ago by that point. So this other one was back in March. So I think he's in a great spot. I love the matchup here against Detroit. That's kind of what I'm targeting here. I'm not super worried about his hit rate being as low as it is because, you know, you got to factor out the things like the blowout minutes and the super low field goal attempts and things like that, because I think he could be seeing, you know, 15 plus field goal attempts here, especially with Detroit being a decently fast-paced team. I think that Darius Garland should be able to hopefully score, like, you know, 21 or more points here. But the second player prop that I'm going to take a look at here, I am in love with. I'm in love with this player prop. It is definitely juiced. This one is not available on PrizePicks or any of those other DFS player prop sites. It's available on Chalkboard and it's available on sportsbooks. And for this one, we're going to be using the alt lines here. We're going to be using the alt lines here because I like SGA over 41.5 PRA. His PRA at 41.5 is a beautiful, beautiful number in my opinion. I do not like him at 44.5. I don't like him at 43.5. I think you have to get him at like 42.5, 41.5 for me to be very comfortable personally. So SGA, let's take a look at why I like SGA so much in this one, because I think he's in an amazing spot here. So SGA, he's in a pretty good spot here against Dallas, because Dallas is a team that has not been very good defensively, I would say. And this game also has a decent spread. It's a 4-point spread, I believe, or actually it might be even less than that. It might be a 3-point spread, something like that. It's definitely on the lower side from when I last saw. But SGA here in a great spot. Take a look at his 41.5 PRA. He's over it in 65% of games so far this year, and 59% of games between this season and last season in the regular season. So if you take a look though, a little bit more into this here, let's go to his last 10 games and take a look at his minutes here, kind of like we did with Darius Garland. And if you take a look at his minutes here, the games where he missed really were 28, 29, and 22 minutes. Otherwise, all these other games, he's seen 34 or more minutes. All these games here, I believe, were blowout type of games where he did not see his full minutes. Like I said earlier, this game is like a 4-point, 3-point spread. This game should not be a blowout. So let's bump his minutes all the way up to 34, which he has seen in 7 of his last 10 games, I believe. So he's been very, very good when he sees these minutes. I mean, just take a look at how much this PRA moves up here in hit rate when he sees his full amount of minutes. So I'm kind of playing the minutes on this one a little bit here. I just love the spot here when he sees his full minutes, man. I mean, over in 10 out of 12 games this season, when he sees those 34 plus minutes, 73% of games in the regular season between this season and last season. You take a look at how he is on the road, which he does see a little bit of a decrease last season, but still very good this year when on the road. But you also take a look at how he's been against Dallas. He's over in all 3 against Dallas, and that was with, he had 36, 37, 41 minutes, so he was not really lacking minutes in those games, but still went over his PRA in all of those different games right there. So take a look at his hit rate on a Saturday. Not very good on Saturdays, apparently, but not super worried about that, obviously. It's a fun little stat I like to take a look at there. But SGA here, I think, is in a great spot. You take a look at other point guards and how they've been against Dallas here. Fred VanVleet had 26 with a 31.5 line. Russell Westbrook, 25.5, had 29 right there. They really just have not faced any top-end point guards, I feel like. I mean, you got Damian Lillard had 42 with a 42.5 PRA line. De'Aaron Fox had 41 with the 37.5 line. So all those top-end guys are kind of right around this line. I mean, LaMelo back on the 5th, dropped 53 on this team. But let's take a look at the matchup as a whole here. I'll go by fantasy points here. You can't look at PRA with this tool, but still, it just kind of gives you a decent look about how Dallas is against opposing point guards. And they're allowing, the 7th most points per game to opposing point guards. That's fantasy score, but still, if you take a look at the points, they're kind of right in the middle of the pack when it comes to points. But rebounds and assists, they've been allowing a crap ton of. You can see Dallas right there, top 10 in rebounds allowed per game, and they are also, I believe, was that 5th? Yeah, they allowed the 5th most assists per game to opposing point guards. So don't mind SJ assists either. I'll have to take a look at that line a little bit more. But I think SJ is in a great spot for his PRA, especially at 41.5. As long as he sees those 34 plus minutes, I think he should be able to clear this one easily in what should be a really nice matchup against Dallas. So those are my 2 player props that I'm absolutely loving today over on Chalkboard. We are not done quite yet, though. Make sure you guys stick around, because again, you guys can join the Dub Club if you guys have not already. We are pretty reputable, as you guys can see right here. Been loving how things have been going in the Dub Club. Really weird day yesterday, I will say that for sure. Crazy day. The day before that, we were up like 5 units and also hit a 25x. That was not even included in that plus 5 units. We've been absolutely killing it most of these days here. But I want to show you guys this tool here. It's going to be the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. This tool is amazing in my opinion. All you guys have to do to find the best expected value player props on sites like PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay Play, Flip, Sleep, wherever you guys are at, is click the refresh button. And when you press the refresh button, it pulls up the best expected value plays on that player prop site, as you guys can see right here. If you guys want to check out this tool for yourself, link for it is down my description below. It is the fantasy bundle and the optimizer link, not the correlation link. This tool is sold separately and it is freaking amazing. I will tell you that. I've talked about that plenty of times on the channel. But this is the fantasy bundle right here. 3 tools wrapped into one. That was only one tool that I showed you right here. There's also included the middling tool, fantasy score projections as well. If you guys want to check out this tool for yourself, link for it is down in my description below. It does help the channel a ton if you do so. It is my promo link. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys hopefully the next one. Hopefully I end up cashing out today, man. It's pretty light day for the most part. It means only 2.7x payout right there. That's because of SGA being bumped down to 41.5. But I love that number at 41.5, and I'm hoping he comes through, man. Thank you guys for watching, sticking with me. See you guys hopefully tomorrow. Peace out. Best of luck.